So in this set, we're going to see KirbyKaze versus Vincessant, Sheik versus Peach. This matchup's very interesting. Both of these characters typically like to be a little approach from the air. You'll see a lot of aerials like forward air, back airs coming out from KirbyKaze. Sheik, I would say, definitely has better grounded movement, better speed, better grab combos like that. But Peach has the float. Peach is able to float cancel, which allows her to approach from awkward angles. Can navigate around some of Sheik's aerials. Unfortunately, air dodging is not going to be the best option there. Now, I almost feel like this matchup should be in Sheik's favor. I know Armada, the best who's ever done it for Peach, he had like an 8-year winning streak against Sheik's. Like, Plup was the first one to break that, and like forever. So, I'm not too sure of too many other Peaches. I haven't discussed the matchup to see who does it better. I just feel like in a lot of ways Sheik hits a bit harder, where it's more important. Unfortunately, with float, needles might not be as effective. Peach has a lot more options and ways to mix up her recovery. So she can either come right back or just kind of float back and then try again in a bit later. Nice shot by Vincessant to just patiently grab ledge. No need to do anything fancier. KirbyKaze doing a good job of not crouch canceling. Often if you know melee, you know you should crouch cancel so that you don't get knocked back and then you can punish them for throwing out a move. If you crouch cancel Peach's down smash, you get every single hit, and that can rack up to like 50%. Interesting idea using the parasol, trying to throw out a hitbox that would extend through the platform and pop KirbyKaze up, but KirbyKaze able to expertly navigate around that. Great use of the down tilt. He saw that Vincessant was trying to get right to the ledge, so he was able to stick the foot out a little bit past the ledge with the down tilt and pop him back up. Like I said, I'm honestly not sure how Armada does this. It does look extremely hard for Peach. Great use of the needles. KirbyKaze hitting the shield with needles to create a stun so that he can try to run in and get a grab. And then again, using the needles to just clip Vincessant's recovery there. Okay. No, that was game one. All right. Vincessant doing a better job of controlling the stage. I guess having a little bit more room is helping him out. He's also just creating opportunities a bit better. Good job floating out of range of the forward air. Again, using that shield to create pressure on the shield and then ending up tilting Vincessant after that the shield dropped. Okay. Just holding ledge, he knew that he had to go straight to the ledge, so he'll do a lot of rising nairs. It might not have the strongest knockback as like forward air or even a sweet spot back air, but it's guaranteed damage and guaranteed to knock Vincessant into a less favorable position. Forward throw not doing it here. He probably could have gotten in a pummel. Not that it would have done too much, but ouch. Got him. Okay. Okay. Good job of KirbyKaze just... Wow. Okay. Vincessant knowing to go a little bit under the lip but not quite underneath the pineapple, as it's called. That way he shoots up to grab the ledge. As long as there's no, like on Battlefield, you can't shoot up the ledge, but on every other stage, pretty much, you can ride up the ledge to grab and sweet spot as you come back down. Two. Wow. Even Vincessant seemed a little surprised by that grab. KirbyKaze is just doing a really good job of mixing up his options between throwing out damaging moves and going for grabs. It's really hard when you have a player that's mixing you up, because up air? Yes. Okay. On most stages besides Dreamland, that would have killed. But yeah, as a competitor, you typically want to have your opponent unsure of what you're going to do next. If you throw out some moves and you get them to put up their shield, then you can start using grabs. If you grab, you can make them think you're going to continue grabbing, and then just sort of throwing out some damaging moves that they won't be able to shield. Like there, he used some back airs. It seemed like it kind of pressured Vincessant to assume that he was going to throw out more damaging moves. So he just landed, and all the KirbyKaze needed to do was grab. Just turn around and grab. Now, as Vincessant is able to DI, if he gets hit by more nairs, he can just DI upwards so that he was able to float back at a better angle. This will not kill its Peach. See, he uses the needle to pressure the shield, and then in the time that Vincessant is able to drop the shield to do something else in reaction, he's right there on the ground, is able to jab and then follow up with a forward air, which is very potent kill move. I also like its use of the up tilt as Peach is above him. Fortunately, the best option I see Peach having coming down is Nair, and there isn't really a hitbox below Peach. Not like Mars forward air or something. So unfortunately in that situation, Vincessant doesn't have too many options to be able to get out of there. Again, using the needle suppressor shield. If there's one thing that any aspiring Sheik mains or Sheik secondaries would want to pick up from this, being able to do the turnaround needle pressure on shield is excellent, because it creates a lot of opportunity for you to keep them in hit stun or shield stun so that you can follow up with another move or grab afterwards. He seemed like he went a little higher than he actually wanted to. That, I think he hit himself on purpose, since he hit the turnip went back up, but the hitbox is still active. So by going up into the turnip, it hit him up, so it reset his up B, so he had more recovery options than just going straight for ledge. Okay. There, instead of going for like an up tilt, he went for another re-grab. Okay. Waited for Vincessant to float back a little bit so that he felt a little more comfortable, like he might not have thrown out a hitbox, and then threw out the forward air. Forward smash, maybe not the move he actually wanted to use. Okay, he did still have his second jump then. Let's see. Jab is going to lead into a grab. Up. Okay. Down air is a decent option, especially if you fast fall as Peach as you're coming down. Because the down air has multiple hitboxes, so no matter when they try to approach you or punish you for that, there's a good chance that you might at least trade with them. Huh. Yeah, that's it. That's good use of the Nair, just kind of floating just into his range. Choosing a move that would hit him off stage. When Vincessant drops the turnip, just when he floats up and drops the turnip straight down, he's hoping that the Sheik will try to continue pursuing him on the ground. Because if they run towards him and run under where the peach was when she goes to float up, and then he drops the turnip, they'll get hit by the turnip, and then they'll get hit by the back air or the nair, whichever one he chooses to throw out as he falls back down from floating. Okay. He tries to get back to stage with a forward air. KirbyKaze using his own forward air to make sure he isn't able to do that. Apparently, nair cancels in the nair. Nice. Expertly done. KirbyKaze kept up the pressure to push him off stage. And then as Vincessant tried to get back, because he realized that he was near ledge, he wanted to go for it. KirbyKaze just rose up with a rising nair. They're sending back into stage. No tech. Took his jumps. Very well played by KirbyKaze. It was neat.
Cool.
It was fun.